Caitlin Clark said, "No layups in my house," and sent Angel Reese flying like it was a Southwest commercial. That flop had Academy Award winner written all over it. But the refs really looked at that and said, "Yep, that's definitely murder," and gave Caitlin a flagrant like she pulled a knife out mid-play. And Angel tried to run up on her and said, "You're crazy as fuck, what the fuck are you doing?" And Caitlin's all like, "This is just basketball. It's either a layup or free throws. Pick one."
It's just a good take foul, you know? If either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
And just like that, Caitlin Clark dropped a triple-double, won by 35.
In a clash that reignited one of the most talked-about rivalries in women's basketball, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese faced off in a game that ended not just with a scoreboard, but with controversy, confrontation, and a coach's decisive action. What led to Angel Reese's suspension? Let's delve into the full story.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever is currently putting the beats on the Chicago Sky, and I'm telling you right now, Angel Reese is furious because she wants to make it her business to beat Caitlin Clark this year, and I'm telling you right now.
During the third quarter of the WNBA season opener between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky, tensions boiled over. Caitlin Clark committed a flagrant foul on Angel Reese, leading to a heated exchange. Both players received technical fouls, but the incident didn't end there.
Black and white sports supporters. Well, I told you guys there would be a follow-up video on the nuclear fallout. That's exactly what it's been. Over the take foul, as Caitlin Clark is calling it, and that's a great way to say it. It was a take foul. She was trying to prevent a wide-open layup, although one could argue that she might have missed it anyway, on Angel Reese, and then Angel Reese went absolutely, utterly berserk.
The animosity between Clark and Reese dates back to the 2023 NCAA championship, where Reese's celebratory gestures towards Clark sparked national debate. Since then, their encounters have been marked by competitive fire and media scrutiny.
This little white girl and Caitlin Clark out here busting that flat out, bro. Triple dub. And I don't want to hear none of that stat padding stuff, bro. She had a triple double, and that's just the facts, man. That's just the facts. So I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, she fouled her hard, bro. It was a malicious play." Man, that wasn't no malicious play. This is a malicious play. Check it out. What y'all gonna say?
Following the altercation, Chicago Sky's head coach made the decision to suspend Angel Reese, citing conduct detrimental to the team. The suspension has sent shockwaves through the league and sparked debates among fans and analysts alike.
We need to talk about the hard foul. Caitlin Clark fouls Angel Reese while going up for a layup. People are making a big deal out of this. And me, I'm looking at it like, look, it was just a hard foul. I don't even think it was flagrant. The only thing that was flagrant was Angel Reese's response, right? How she responded to the hard foul. And obviously you can see there's still a little hate. There's still a little hate out there. But I'm going to say this. WNBA, lean in on this. Lean in on this.
The basketball community is divided. Some view Reese's actions as a passionate response, while others see it as crossing the line. Caitlin Clark addressed the incident, stating, "It's just a basketball play. Nothing malicious." The WNBA has launched an investigation into the matter.
Basketball play, refs got it right. Move on.
This incident isn't isolated. The WNBA has seen its share of intense moments. However, the league's response to such events has varied. Understanding the context is crucial to assessing the fairness of Reese's suspension.
Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul, and what was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know? If either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
The incident has reignited conversations about race and media portrayal in sports. Critics argue that Black athletes like Reese often face harsher scrutiny compared to their white counterparts. The discourse continues to evolve as the league and its fans reflect on these issues.
Sugarcoating this. This is pure hate. Pure hatred for that white girl in India. Excuse me. I need to specify. Sorry. The one that wears 22 in Indiana.
As the season progresses, all eyes will be on how both teams and players move forward. Will this incident fuel a more intense rivalry, or will it serve as a turning point for greater sportsmanship? Only time will tell.
The way your players responded there, just to that moment, it looked like somebody was doing overtime with Angel, and she was talking with her to calm her down, make sure that it didn't escalate any further.
Yeah, I think that it's a little misrepresentation to calm her down. I think emotions were high on both sides, and so I think Angel reacted in a way that any of us would react in a moment like that. So,
In the world of competitive sports, emotions run high, and rivalries can both inspire and challenge us. As fans, let's celebrate the talent and dedication of athletes like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, while advocating for fairness and understanding. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of the stories that shape the game.
We saw Caitlin Clark become the fastest player in WNBA history to have 3 triple-doubles. Besides it getting a little bit spicy with her and Reese, what did you like that you saw from Clark?
Speaking of spicy, right? I think that was just a no free buckets foul. Now, it was a hard one, and I think the refs did their job, and I'm glad we could focus on the court. But Caitlin Clark, she came in this season as the MVP favorite for 2025, and even though it's one game, you can see that it may not just be. She had a triple-double. She had a triple-double, as you mentioned, 20, 10, and 10. And you can see 2 things happening. Playing with vets like Juwana Bonner and Natasha Howard, it allows her to not constantly be doubled or triple teamed or trapped.
Versus Clark, it went head-to-head. Let's check out when as we pick this up early in the second. Angel Reese, she's been working on that jumper, and it's good. Some respect on it. Sky down 3 under 10 left now. Clark finds her spot, and it's a green bean. CC beating the buzzer, and then check this out on the Sky bench. Angel Reese, he's like, man, come on, man. Y'all need to D up. How you gonna let her get that jump? A little shade. Fever up by 13 at the break. Third quarter. Watch for Reese under the hoop here. After the miss, this is what everyone's talking about. She gets a rebound, and then Clark comes in with a hard foul. Reese has to be held back as Aaliyah Boston steps in.
The WNBA season opener wasn't just a game. It was an eruption. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, 2 of basketball's brightest stars, collided in a clash that's ignited debates across the nation. From hard fouls to heated exchanges, and now, a suspension that's sending shockwaves through the league. What really happened on that court? Let's unravel the full story.
That tensions didn't get too high after the play. Now, with this play, they did call a flagrant 1 on Caitlin Clark. They said that it was unnecessary contact on the play. But I immediately knew, I was like, oh crap, this is going to be something that goes viral. A bunch of people are going to talk about it. People are going to make it into something bigger than it needs to be.
On May 17th, 2025, the Indiana Fever faced off against the Chicago Sky in a game that was expected to showcase top-tier basketball talent. Caitlin Clark dazzled with a triple-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, leading the Fever to a commanding 93-58 victory. Angel Reese held her own with 12 points and 17 rebounds. But the scoreboard wasn't the only thing heating up.
Fever just played their first game against the Chicago Sky, and folks, it was not close. It was not close. I remember my timeline being flooded with people saying it was going to be a good dogfight. It was going to be a close game. It was going to come down to the wire. It was going to be a great one. No, it wasn't. It was a 40-point blowout. And it was a great game on one side. On the other side, it was a little questionable. But we got to see Caitlin Clark in full force.
Midway through the third quarter, tensions boiled over. Clark's aggressive move on Reese was deemed a flagrant foul, sending Reese to the floor. Reese, visibly upset, confronted Clark, leading to a brief but intense altercation. Officials assessed a flagrant 1 on Clark and technical fouls on both Reese and Aaliyah Boston. The incident was a flashpoint, but the underlying tensions had been simmering for years.
This was hilarious. Look, Angel Reese was pissed. Look at it. She was still going out there a little bit. Look, took the jersey out. Well, what's going on? Look, and the thing is, I thought Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark were cool. But I don't know, man. The way Angel got up, she was like, Look at her. Ooh. I mean, she was getting after it, fam.
But a lot of hate going on out there. And I mean, hate from Angel Reese fans onto both Indiana Fever fans and guys that just want to talk about sports like Robert Griffin III.
This wasn't the first time these two athletes clashed. Their rivalry dates back to their college days, most notably the 2023 NCAA championship, where Reese's LSU triumphed over Clark's Iowa. Reese's celebratory gestures, including the "you can't see me" taunt, sparked widespread debate. The following year, Clark led Iowa to victory over LSU in the Elite Eight, further intensifying their competitive dynamic. After the game, both players attempted to downplay the incident. Clark referred to it as a basketball play, while Reese echoed similar sentiments, stating, "Refs got it right. Move on." However, the brevity of their responses left many questions unanswered, fueling further speculation and debate. In the aftermath, the WNBA took decisive action. Angel Reese received a suspension for her role in the altercation, a move that sparked further debate about accountability and consistency in disciplinary measures. The league emphasized its commitment to maintaining professionalism and respect among players. The altercation reignited discussions about race and gender in sports. Critics pointed out the disparate treatment of Reese, a black woman, compared to Clark, who is white. The WNBA launched an investigation into alleged racist remarks directed at Reese during the game, underscoring the ongoing challenges athletes face beyond the court. Social media platforms exploded with reactions. Memes, debates, and hot takes flooded timelines, with fans and analysts dissecting every angle. The incident transcended sports, becoming a cultural flashpoint that highlighted deeper societal issues. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have become symbols of a new era in women's basketball, one marked by talent, tenacity, and transformative conversations. Their rivalry challenges perceptions and pushes the sport into uncharted territory. As the season unfolds, the world watches, not just for the games, but for the narratives that redefine the game.